couple minutes late with this live. Sorry if any of you guys have been waiting, but I am here with our Black Friday sneak peek and also a brand new product that comes out next week. So I am pumped to share what we have going on for Black Friday this year. It's totally new and different than what we've done before. I am both live on Instagram and Facebook, our page, as well as our group. So if you see me looking multiple places, that is why. So let's just hop right into the sale. I know that's what you are all wondering about. So Black Friday all November is how we're celebrating at Root this year. So we will be starting our sale November 4th, which is also when we launch our brand new product that I'll be showing you. And it runs through Sunday, November 27th. And it is a tiered sale. So if you spend $25, you will get 20% off. If you spend $50, you will get 25% off site-wide. And then if you spend $75 or more, you will get 30% off site-wide, which is the single highest site-wide discount we have ever had. So better than Black Friday sales we've had in the past, and it's across all products. So that is the main sale, but then we have, this is the fun part. So every Friday at 10 a.m., we will have 3 doorbusters. So 3 products, I'm going to be showing you all of them here. 3 products at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. That will be a even bigger sale. And what's super cool is on top of the marked down price, you can also use the 20% off to 30% off depending on how much you spend. So literally some of these will be as low as $7. The 3 that are the $10 doorbuster deals. So make sure you mark your calendars for every Friday at 10 a.m. and that is Central Time. We are in Iowa, so we go off of Central. And check back too, because don't feel like you need to remember every one of these. We will be posting our sale calendar, so you guys will get to see what they are without having to write them down or remember them all. But starting on that first Friday, the 4th, we have 30% off these 3 products, which is our Pretty Forever palettes. So let's say you spend $75, you can get this for as low as $14.70, regularly $30. So over 50% off with all of the Black Friday sales. And then this is the perfect time to get this palette, because our new product that I will be showing you fits right into your palette and launches the same day. So perfect timing to get that. And then I don't want to give too many spoilers, but we will be doing a sale for Cyber Week that is different than this, that if you've always wanted a Pretty Forever palette and to load that palette up, then Cyber Week is when you're going to have the best deal for that. So the Pretty Forever palette, if you guys are familiar, it is that magnetic palette, and then you can fill it with any of our pan products. Pretty Paints, it's that double decker, and you just keep all of your makeup in one spot. But I'm really excited to share our new product with you guys that goes in the Pretty Forever palette. So then next up, the 30% off on that first Friday is our Bakuchiol and Vitamin E Serum. This one is as low as $12.74 if you get the 30% off and then additional 30% off. And then the last is the Blue Tansy Beauty Balm. This is that all-in-one makeup remover, cleanser, serum, moisturizer, that super creamy, just melts off all of your makeup. I actually used this last night. My skin has been feeling a little drier than usual, so I did my whole skincare routine, and then I put a nice layer of this over top, and my skin is just mega hydrated just by doing that once. So I need to be doing that a couple more times. I've done this even on my hands and feet overnight, and it really just instantly helps to deeply condition your skin. So if you're feeling with the weather changing that your skin is getting drier, that's a great product to finish your skincare routine and kind of lock everything in. So then let's pull it up here, guys. That next Friday, November 11th, is going to be $14 deals. So those three that are 14 bucks are our Peppermint Mud Mask. This one is a fan favorite. This one will be 14 and as low as $9.80 if you stack it with up to that 30% additional off. So insane, crazy. And then we have the Fresh Face Day Cream. Also great for winter when your skin is extra dry. This one is going to be deeply conditioning, even more so than a moisturizer. Let it soak in and it's still going to, your makeup will still apply really great over top. And then the last one of the $14 deals is the Reset Roller. If you guys have never used this, I definitely encourage you to get it during the Black Friday deals. So this, if you have headaches, if you have any aches and pains, I always get some shoulder pain and neck pain. This is a little roll-on. You'll roll right on there. Imagine it's like a totally natural, like an icy hot, where it's gonna help to alleviate any soreness. I even just smell it to help with headaches too. So yes, the Reset Roller is amazing. So this is an insane deal, $9.80. It's regularly $22 and you can get it for $9.80. So insane. All right, and so then the next week, so they keep getting cheaper each week. So they're all great deals, but just that main price point's getting a little bit lower. So then on November 18th is our $12 doorbusters that Friday. And we have our number 11 Cheeky Brush. This is my absolute favorite blush brush. I like that I can really pinpoint and get where I want my blush, and I also use it for my illuminator. I'm going to show you guys too, just so you can tell size-wise. My palette is so dirty. But so this is an eyeshadow. I love using Joan as a blush too, so this fits perfectly in both eyeshadows and blushes, but then it fits amazing in the pretty paint tins too. So this was designed by us to just be the absolute perfect blush brush, because I don't know, I personally, if I get too big of a brush, my blush is going everywhere. So this one we made very precise, and then I actually use it with my illuminators too. I'll dip it right into the illuminator and then go right over top my blush with it too. So hands down, one of my favorite brushes. This one's going to be $12, as low as $8.40 if you stack it all the way up to 30% off with the tiered sale too. So then we have our Under Eye Brightener. This is another one of our favorite products. This is that super brightening concealer. Also makes a great eyeshadow primer, but it has that nice wand. I place it on that inner corner and on the outer corner and really blend out. This one is part of that $12. And then, oh, I don't want to say this is my favorite $12 deal, But if you have never used our all velvet shave and body oil, I will never, ever, ever switch to anything other than this to shave my legs again. So this is an oil. It is a thicker oil, so when I say that, it's not going to absorb right away into your skin so that it really coats your leg so that when you're shaving, it doesn't just disappear. So it's going to be on there, deeply conditioned, and then this is going to help with any razor burns, redness, and help you get a really, really close shave. I am absolutely obsessed, especially wintertime when my skin's feeling drier too. I will just douse my skin in this. Pretty much every shower, I will put this on just so that my skin is really hydrated in the winter too. And it just leaves your skin like glowing after you shave. So the nice thing is you don't need to add an additional moisturizer or oil after you shave. It still has that in there, but also gives you a great close shave. So love it so much. So then our Black Friday. So officially on Black Friday, November 25th, we have our $10 deals. And these are as low as $7. So if you spend that $75 and get that additional $30, you can get these 3 for as low as $7. I'm going to start with, I love them all. So I'm going to start with White Gold Illuminator. This is our most popular illuminator we make. It has been definitely a staple in the Root brand for years. So I have it on today, just very natural. It gives you the nice glowy, everyday natural glow. I do have it on my eyes too, on that inner corner. So I always forget how much I just adore White Gold Illuminator, but it is one of my favorite products and I use it everywhere, eyes, cheeks. Love it so much. So then we have our Antioxidant Boost Pomegranate Eye Cream. This one also is that $10 deal on the 25th. This is just a super rich, hydrating eye cream that's going to add that moisture under your skin, help to reduce fine lines, keep them from forming. Hydration is the key to that. It's going to also help to depuff your under eyes as well. So love this one too. I'm trying to read you guys' comments too. You guys are all so sweet, loving all of the products. So thank you. And then the last $10 item is our Peppermint Wonderlip in this compostable tube. So ever since we swapped the Wonderlips, or we still have them in the jars, but once we put them in the tubes, they have been a favorite. So yay. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you, Melissa, for all your sweet comments. Yes, that eye cream is so good. I like to get the boss size, and sometimes when I really want an extra boost, I will just put the eye cream all over my face. So it's a steal of a deal at $7 on the 25th. Regularly, that one is $18. So really such a great deal. Yep, both the eye cream and Wonderlip is typically regularly that $18 and then $10 for the, don't need to spend any amount to get it for $10, but if you do spend $75 or plus, you will get it for that additional 30% off. We have never done a sale like this where you can stack code, like you won't even need a code. It's going to be automatic, but you'll be able to stack that savings on top of that. And then, because we just are getting crazy this year, we will be doing a free gift at $150. So if you are stoked to get a bunch of things and you hit $150, we also have a brand new product that's unreleased that I will be showing you guys next week and announce. But it's a skincare product unlike anything we have ever made to really, really give you a super clear and even complexion. Yeah. I know. Our birthday sale was wild. We almost have all those orders out, and we are prepared. We're getting prepared for the Black Friday sale. So we are really just grateful that you guys are so supportive of us. So hopefully in both locations here on both of my lives, you could see. Someone did ask if I would recommend this skincare for a 12-year-old. Absolutely. My 10 and 12-year-old daughters both use all roots. Probably with the specials and the deals, the products I recommend most. My daughters use the Blue Tansy Beauty Balm as their cleanser and sometimes just as their moisturizer too. That one for sure. The Fresh Face Day Cream is another that I'd recommend for 12 years old. The eye cream, hey, probably don't need it, but the eye cream you could definitely also always use. But I would just make sure they use a tiny little bit. Use it more like a treat once a week or so. But my favorite for 12-year-olds is the Skin Bliss Oil Cleanser. That is hands down my favorite for kids and recommend that one the most. So check that one out. You can also message us too if she has any skincare concerns and we'll help build a skincare routine for her. So let's see. Okay, next up is our brand new launch. So some of you have seen this product before, and this is, I'm going to try to show you guys the variety of products. So another question. Will the extra percentage off work on bulk items? So for the first time ever, yes, Sarah, they will work on bulk items. So we're doing this site-wide on everything. So it'll be trial samples, full size, bulk size. The only things that I don't think we have any current sets right now, but pretty much everything. There'll be minimal exclusions. So if we'll have it more outlined too, but that was one thing that we decided to do. So if you are into buying bulk, this is literally the best time ever to get these. So, all right. So this, you guys, this is the Pretty Skin Perfector. You guys have been wanting a foundation that is in the Pretty Forever palette, and now you have it. So this product is, so you can kind of see mine all used up from testing them out and formulating them. They fit perfectly in my Pretty Forever palette. I love that I have everything all there. But the awesome thing about this product is it's really your concealer, foundation, highlight, contour all in one. So I wear shade 3 sometimes. I prefer shade 3. I can wear shade 2 as well. But let me grab mine here. So the nice thing about this compared to even our concealers are it does have a lid right away. So it's not going to come in any plastic. It is plastic free, which we love. And then the consistency here, it is just so creamy. But what I like is, so I have it on all over, but I like that a little bit of product is all you need to get great, great coverage. So this will come in the same 12 shades as Pretty Booster Plus, and we actually have added in a couple new shades that were missing or more in demand. So it's going to be rich in skincare benefits, but also just giving you more. I feel like the finish of it is just more natural than ever. So even with, I love our Pro Powder. That's a hands down it's my first product ever made and most popular product. But this, if you're looking for more of that natural, like no makeup look, your skin, but just more a little bit even, these are just an absolute game changer. As my skin also gets a little bit more mature, I am absolutely loving the cream products. So I pretty much every day pretty much only use this now as my foundation, the Pretty Skin Perfector, but also Pretty Paints. So the Pretty Paints are that cheek and lip in one. We also have an illuminator, cream illuminator. So I'm just obsessed with all of the cream products. So then using it as a highlight, I take that shade 1. So what I did today, I actually did not apply my foundation shade 3 everywhere. I just put it mostly around my chin, nose, forehead, a little bit on my cheeks. But what I really did was then I took Mickey Pretty Paint on my cheeks, which is a little bit darker blush bronze shade. And then I took Lucy on, I put this all on my face at once before blending. I put Lucy on my cheeks, and then I took this highlight shade. This is going to be a similar shade actually to the Under Eye Brightener. It's going to be very brightening and highlighting. So anywhere you want to highlight, I personally just did under my eyes and then on my eyelids, and then took my brush. I didn't have it. It's the Cheeky number 33 brush. It's going to be a denser brush. So someone's asking if I apply with a brush or a blender. I honestly, if I'm in a real big hurry, it applies and blends so easily that I can even just use my fingers. So if I just want to conceal a couple areas and not even apply a full face of makeup, that's where the perfectors are amazing, because it's not going to look like, ooh, I just have, foundation in one spot. No, it just blends right in, gives you such a smooth appearance. But so today what I did was I had placed the product where I wanted it and then came back in with that Buffy blender brush. So that is that dense 33. That's my favorite, even more so than the blenders. I love, love, love it. So, but yeah, I just love the natural finish it gives in the creams, especially in the winter. So hydrating. But also, so then I'm jumping all over the place. We also are obsessed with using them as bronzes and contours. So number 8, shade 8 is like our favorite contour shade. It's not going to be, I'll show you here. So obviously that's not my foundation shade, but what I like about it is it's a little bit more neutral. So it's going to add in just a little bit more of that shadowing you want. So when I do a contour, I try to do it more on my cheekbones there, but then underneath my jawline, and then even up on my hairline, just to add a little bit more of that dimension. But I always still use a blush with any contouring, so I love it so much. All right, more questions. So would you choose the same shade as all over for your face to conceal under eye circles? Actually, I go with that number 1. So if you're more light to medium toned, number 1 is amazing. So we had done this on shades, shades all the way, I believe, up to 6, where 1 was still our favorite highlight for under eyes. but then 8 was still our favorite contour shade for everybody too. Oh, yay. I'm glad you are loving using it as a bronzer. Yes, I love it. They're so creamy. I just love having them all with that same formula too. They all just blend together so nice, and just that new trend is just like the minimal makeup. Less is more. So using just it either as your concealer, foundation, illuminator, bronze. So I am loving it so much. So these come out, you guys, Friday as well. And yeah, they're like a dream. They apply so well. If you need help color matching, they're going to be similar to your Pretty Booster Plus shade. So they're a number versus a name like the original Pretty Booster. So if you use Pretty Booster Plus, but we're going to make it super easy for you based on your foundation shade you use, or even if you've never used a Root foundation before, we have pictures of these on models, so you will be able to be like, I'm most like her. I personally, my favorite shade on me is 3, but I can also do 2 or 3. So they really do self-adjust to your natural shade. Someone did just mention that they would love if they were in a stick because their nails would get into this. So what I recommend then is using the brush. So yes, perfect, Sharia. That number 33 brush, you don't have to put your hands in there at all. So use that brush if you don't want your nails to get in there. I've got pretty short nails, so it works good for me, but definitely if you have longer nails, it's amazing. I think having it in the palette where everything's all in one is a definite benefit of the product too. So someone's asking in-store hours for Black Friday. I will need to update you guys that based on our team's availability. We will definitely be open. We might not be open super early compared to like some of the bigger stores. Someone is asking if there's early access. I will need to also confirm and let you guys know. We might have early access for gold and boss tiers of our pretty points, but I am not totally sure. I don't want to say that. I should have thought of these questions ahead of time for you, but I didn't look at any of the Facebook comments. I didn't see any popping through. So if there were any, I will definitely come back and respond to those. Any messages, if you guys are watching this later too, I will be checking all of the comments and replying, and I will reply to those early access and in-store hours too for you guys. So, but that's it, you guys. Crazy, insane holiday season, and I am just pumped for it. So we are ready and appreciate you guys so much for supporting Root, especially during the holidays. I know there's tons of sales and deals, but it really means a lot to us that you guys are excited for our sale and support Root. So any other questions, I will be back to check in, but you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. See you later.